Okay then. Oh, currently this is the cinematic of my level. I tried to make sure that as the pan goes across, it's kind of obvious maybe where the puzzle, or the main core of the puzzle is in each room, alongside making sure that the person can see most of what they're working with in each room, ending with a final shot zooming in on the main goal for the player. Right then, with that done, let's get started. So, started with the player spawning in the middle room, kind of surrounded by everything, but my aim was to make the main goal obvious. They've got to open up the middle door by getting 3 cubes. So, they can go through one of the other 3 doors around them. I'll start with the left room. In the left room, I went with a sort of pipeline puzzle. Kind of simple, but that was purely because originally I was going to be using a trampoline. However, after having the trampoline fail as an idea because it only launches vertically, I had to change it to be a moving platform, which kind of stifled some of my ideas. It still works though. It still has the intended use. They have to open this door before pushing the cube across, because if they don't, it won't go across. And as they push the cube all the way through there, falls down there, and then they can use one more block to push it across. Just like so. This brings the cube back into the center room, which then they can use this cube here to power one of the 3 panels for the door. Like that. So, let's do the back room next. So the back room, as you walk in, hopefully you get a feel of like kind of scattered study, mostly. The player might see all of these scrolls and kind of how they're just spread about, but the main pile is over here. On the table is the solution for the puzzle. Basically, the idea was that the player would have to see this and then translate it to these 9 panels on the floor here. The reason that all the start nodes say start node this way is to give the idea of, oh, they've got to rotate it and do it from standing back here. So they have to go around the room collecting the different cubes. One goes here. Another goes here. They have to jump for this one, and then just move it over here and place it there. This triggers a spawn in the next room. Only 1 cube can spawn from this cube spawner, just because obviously if more than 1 could, then there would be no reason to go to the other puzzle rooms. Yeah, and then that's that room also completely solved. Now, the final room, and in my opinion, the weaker room out of the 3, is kind of a simple just loop, admittedly. You open this door to go into the closet and grab another cube, which then allows you to use 2 cubes to move through the doors. It's kind of actually like a very quick version of the main idea for the middle room, using 3 cubes to open up to basically achieve what you want to achieve at the end. In this room, I just kind of wanted to have like a lit cauldron, so I wanted to try and give the illusion of the fire actively going. Admittedly, maybe I could have used some bigger particles to make that illusion seem better, and the red light didn't exactly come out the best, but that was the intention. So you grab the cube from that room, move it all the way back to the first room you had it in, alongside this cube back here. Then you put 1 here. Well, put them all on their pads. Doesn't matter what order. And then that also spawns a cube in the center room. I actually managed to make it so that there was always an audio cue whenever the player did the thing correctly. So that hopefully should hint the player towards, you know, the cube is spawned in the middle room, so therefore they can go and finish the puzzle, grab the cube and move it to the plates to open the final door. And when they open the final door, what they'll be greeted with is a massive skull with a couple of vines coming off of it and some piles of books. The whole theming for this level was a kind of mage tower, sort of medieval aesthetic. Wasn't anything too magical. I think my best room was definitely the study room. Overall, kind of feels very cluttered, very rushed and very haphazard, which is kind of a feeling that I wanted to go for, but overall, I think the theming could have improved, definitely, but I limited myself to only using 1 asset package, which I realise now is probably a bad idea in future uses. Anyway, and that's the end of the level though.